Iridium, hope you're doing all right today. Album review time. So, really been looking forward to this. The Georgia Thunderbolts and Can We Get a Witness? This is the guys' debut album on Mascot Records. They're from Georgia, obviously, the Georgia Thunderbolts. They're a southern rock band. And man, they are fucking brilliant. Now, they join what is a brilliant year for southern rock. There's been some great releases this year from some, we can call them up and coming, some of them, but some of them have been around a little while. Blackberry Smoke have had a brilliant album out this year. The Steel Woods have had an amazing album out this year. The Delta Sons are bringing out some brilliant music, an album to come, I believe, hopefully. And these join that roster of brilliant southern rock music. So they've also got, obviously, some brilliant influences from classic southern rock bands. And the one that I love the most, Skynyrd. Now, my mate Ralph messaged me and he says, because I told him I was listening to the album, he said, are they the new Skynyrd, if you like? Obviously, Skynyrd are still about in a different guise, but I think he was talking about the classic Skynyrd, or maybe when Skynyrd go, because they're getting older now, obviously. Are these good enough to sort of follow in their footsteps? The thing is, I really do believe they are, and I think some of those bands I've already mentioned also are. There's a real strong southern rock, you know, sort of scene at the moment, and I think these bands smash it out of the park. But we're talking about Georgia Thunderbolts, and they have produced a fantastic album. A lot of these songs have been brought out over a length of time. I think maybe on an EP, and some others have, it's been a little while. Maybe because of COVID, they might have held back on the album, I don't know. But I'm going to run you through each track, and let me tell you, if you love southern rock, it's really got a bit of rock in it, you're going to love this band. You really are. They're brilliant. Let me run you through the members of the band. So you've got singer TJ Lyle. He is a brilliant vocalist that's got that southern feel. Obviously, that's where the guys come from, but he's just got that perfect southern rock voice. He's got like a husk to it. He's got power. He can sing at range. Absolutely perfect for this band. He's a brilliant vocalist. Guitarist Riley Cousart and Logan Talbot, they're amazing. They've got that real bluesy, authentic southern feel, which they need for this sort of band. Keeping it simple a lot of the time, but rocking out and just playing those brilliant southern melodies all the way through here. Bassist Zach Everett and drummer Bristol Perry, they are fantastic as well. Just the band are just amazing. They're one of my new favourite southern rock bands to join my list of many southern rock bands. But very cool indeed. This album is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. There's not a weak track on it. And so let me run you through the tracks. Take It Slow is the perfect opener. This was a single. Ain't got a dollar to my name. It's rocking as you would expect an opening track to be. It's a very cool harmonica playing here between the heavy bluesy riffs and a great thumping bass line. The perfect live song, I would say. Some great vocals, obviously, really hitting those heights near the end of the song. Such a range on the vocals. Lend a Hand is the second song on the album. This is another single. Again, stomping bass under a very cool riff gives a really excellent groove to this song. A great soaring chorus, very, very catchy indeed. Next one is a brilliant song, one of my favourites. So You Want to Change the World. Say you want to change the world, don't you want to? This was actually another single, so man, I love this song. Things died down a little bit here with a very cool balladesque track, I would say. Such an authentic feel to it. They've got a real authentic classic southern rock feel to them. This has got a very heartfelt sound to it, this song as well. That's why it's one of my favourites. It really got me, this one. A brilliant guitar solo, some real cool guitar hooks throughout. The guys sound huge here. This is a huge sounding song. The guys should be a huge band just on this song alone. Next up, we have another real strong track, Looking for an Old Friend.
Looking for an old friend that I lost.
This was also a single, I believe, a very cool acoustic sort of driven track with some slide guitar as well throughout over the top. Gives me strong Skinner feels for sure, this one. It's a brilliant vocal harmonising, just lift the track to even greater heights than it already is. A very cool understated song, very good indeed. Spirit of a Working Man is next. Sort of a medium paced song. We get back to the heavy riffing now, kicking this one off before we get into a very nice groove riding along in those verses, and they lead into a great rocking chorus. I just love the simple guitar melodies through the verses as well. It's such a cool touch. It just adds everything to it. Now next we get a cover, and anyone who knows me, if it's got to be a good cover, it's got to stay true to the original but sort of rock it up a bit. That's what these guys do. They do Midnight Rider by the Allman Brothers. This is actually, I love this song anyway, and the guys just do a brilliant job for it. It's a real solid attempt at Midnight Rider, one of the most classic southern rock songs out there. Be Good to Yourself is next. This is a sort of a fun boogie filled song. You can't help but smile listening to it. It's a barbecue and beer song for sure. Some outstanding vocals again. What a voice this guy's got, honestly. Half Glass Woman is next. Heavy riffs and harmonica again. Kick this off, and then we get into a real sort of slow to medium paced groove filled heavy track. The harmonica touches are great throughout this one, and the pace of the song sort of ramp up the heaviness as well. I love the screams from the vocalist near the end of the track as well. Man, like I said before, he's got some heights. He can really hit some heights. Dancing with the Devil is next. This is track 9. Things slow down a little here with a great groove, played with clean guitar throughout the verses. Another track that oozes that sort of classic, authentic feel of Skinnerd. Some real soul shown from the band here throughout. Not just the vocalist, the band sort of ooze a bit of soul in this one. Can I Get a Witness, the title track.
Can I get a witness? Someone say we're wrong all the time.
One of my favourites. I know I keep saying it's one of my favourites. This is really strong. Sort of heavy riffing ramped up here. A brilliant sort of pace song, sort of slow to medium pace that just oozes that really cool groove that this band just hits. Possibly the heaviest song on the album, which is helped by the sort of pace, the slow to medium pace. It makes it really sort of heavy and sludgy, if you like. The guitarists really ramp up the groove here. Brilliant track. Walk Tall Man is next. I know I keep talking about groove. The groove the band lays down continues and really pays homage to all the greatest sort of classic rock bands here, as they do throughout the album, really. But it all seems sort of to come so natural for them. Obviously, coming from Georgia, this music is just in their blood, I suppose, but it is very cool indeed. Track 12, It's Alright.
Baby, it's alright now.
This was a single. I love this song, man. It's so much fun. It's a brilliant rock and roll boogie track. They're brilliant at these sort of party tracks, if you like. They just make you smile. It's a brilliant video too. Check it out. It's absolutely fantastic. And we end on Set Me Free, the 13th track. So you get your money's worth as well. This is a 7-minute and 6-second track, slow to medium paced, a really strong one to finish on. This is where the soulful vocals just transport you. You know what I mean? They just transport you to where these guys come from, I suppose. With a fantastic solo yet again in this one. Man, what a brilliant track to end an amazing debut album. I just can't believe how strong this is. It sounds like a band that have just honed their skills to make this album. This immediately sort of puts them in my favourite southern rock bands, you know, just like the bands I've mentioned, Blackberry Smoke, the Steelwoods, Skinner, the Delta Sons are another band. They're just knocking it out of the park, the southern rock bands this year. Man, I can't wait to get my list together for the end of the year. You're going to see a few southern rock bands in there, and this one is definitely going to be there near the top. Absolutely love it. Available everywhere, this album now. Can I Get a Witness by the Georgia Thunderbolts. Highly recommended. I'll see you next time.